Where you going with this? Who you controlling with this? You think you got some nerve? Boy, say word. Cause I'm flowing with this. I think I'm growing with this. I think you knowing with this. I'm gonna show them with this. It's June 17th, 2026. A Wednesday morning. Exactly 7:42 a.m. And I recently just woke up not too long ago. And I went to the bathroom, did my thing as usual, did a morning meditation. If you hear some shuffling in the background, it's because I'm folding clothes because I've been putting off folding this laundry that I did last week. For good reason though. I've been kind of out and about moving around, but I knew that at some point I'll get to it. Um, but the reason I feel motivated to talk today, well, for one, funny enough, as I'm looking through my voice memos this morning, I see that the last one I recorded, the title is Champions Adjust. And as a New Yorker, if you know, you know, we're still riding the wave and the high of the Knicks winning the championship for the NBA 2026 finals. And I am not the greatest, basketball fan in the world or, have all the knowledge, but I understand enough to sit and watch and enjoy a game. And I was really locked in to this year's finals. And I think it was for more reasons than I realize in hindsight than simply just the excitement of, for one, New York being in a championship game, or just simply the fact that everybody's watching it, so I'm watching it too. I feel like God really wanted me to see what it looks like to really have a comeback of the ages. When you look at a team that has gone 53 years, seemingly no hope, to blow the competition out of the water time and time again. Not even that it was just pure skill and dominance, but really just the resiliency to say, we have what it takes to win this and we will. And I feel like I'm in a space right now in my life where I needed to see that. On the outside looking into many people, I'm pretty sure it seems as if I have so much going on. And I do. And I have the potential to be great, which I believe. And great in the sense of in my own right for what I want to do, what I envision my life to be. And being transparent here in this season, I've been really down. And not a perpetual down, whereas I'm not doing things or I'm hiding away from the world and people haven't seen me in months and wondering what's going on. I still go out, I still have fun, I still see my friends, I still see my family, I still make time for the people that I love, and I still make time for the things that I love. But for one, making time for the things that I love, I'm not doing it in a way that's consistent enough, being transparent. And I'm also just not giving myself enough grace to trust the process of the season that I am in, that if I just stick to the plan, I just stay the course, something can shift and something can change. And it's hard when you want to be someone, you want to grow something, you want to move up in life, and you're seemingly looking around, wondering, when is it my turn? And not when is it my turn in the sense of just, okay, everybody's winning, I want to win too. But it's like, when is it that exactly what I'm seeking mutually seeks me in a way that it's evident, it's obvious, there's no question, and I shift and transition into that place where I can relax, even if it's just for a little bit. And I'm not using this voice note, this episode, to complain about my circumstances. I'm using it to be real that despite winning seemingly on the outside to others, sometimes it's tough when you want to be the greatest ever and you have to put so much to the side, that human nature to the side to achieve that. I am a feeler, I am a doer, I am an emotional being in the sense that I let my emotions fuel my passion and fuel my dreams and fuel my ideas, sometimes even to my detriment, where I have to go through something in order to get something, in order to win. And I'm like, I don't want my story to always look like hell and high water is what got me to where I want to be. Yet many times that's how it feels. Many times that's how it seemingly looks, as if the win has to come after the worry. The triumph has to come after the tribulation. And sometimes I get mad at my journey because I feel like, not that seemingly people have it easier, because realistically, I don't know the extent of anyone's story as I haven't lived it. You could tell me what you've been through, but if I haven't lived it, I don't know exactly the internal warfare one may have been facing to get to where they're at. So I don't ever want to just solely compare lifestyles and just go off of that. But just being real, sometimes it gets really difficult when you can see the vision. Literally, I told you as I started this morning, I did a meditation, and one thing the meditation always says is envision your goal. Envision what it is that you say you want to do or become or see unfold in your life as a clear picture where you can literally see yourself, if you want to be a world traveler, on the plane every month, first class seat, going to Tokyo, then going to Madrid, then going to Belize, then going to Brazil, then going to Amsterdam, then going to Canada. The and that's just an example, but the level of visualization for the dreams that I have, I feel like sometimes I'm almost like, how big do I have to picture this? And then also, how long do I have to wait? And I'm very patient. I'm very, I'm very easily rattled as far as the frustration when I put in hours upon hours into something and it seemingly isn't going and it seemingly isn't shifting. Especially when I hear certain people, places, and things say to me, what's going on, or you should be there, and the constant noise. And you get so much feedback, but you're not getting any assistance. People aren't checking in with you on a day to day. A lot of people talk about being unseen, and I feel like it's different in my situation where I feel seen in the sense of I don't feel like I walk into a room and I'm ignored. I don't feel like I'm walking into spaces and people don't care about who is that woman and what does she have going on. But I feel like people don't necessarily see me in the sense to say, how are you? Are you okay? Do you need help with what you have going on? And at times, that gets debilitating when you're the person that seemingly does that to everyone else. And it's almost innate. And I've prided myself on how I showed up for others as a major part of my value. But God is teaching me in this season to do that for yourself. Be that support for yourself. You want to see yourself win? You got to do some extraordinary things without the cameras, without the scene, without the applause. But because you know within yourself that this is who you are. And that's why you show up like this. And that's why you work like this. And that's why you go through like this. Because, especially as a Christian, when I see the story of Jesus Christ, the only person in history that has ever been recognized as perfect, even he got angry and even he went through. So going through is just a part of the journey. But it's not about, okay, you went through, that's that. Who are you after you go through? Who are you after you decide, okay, although this is what's taking place in this moment right now, who do you say you are about the situation? Who do you think you are about your story? Are you a giver of hope or a giver of hate? Are you a giver of peace and power or are you a giver of pain? Do you settle and get comfortability in stress and struggle? Or do you try to navigate through that stress and struggle so that you can reach success and satisfaction? I don't ever want to give up on myself, despite how hard sometimes life feels. I don't ever want to just settle in it is what it is, as far as like feeling like I don't have options, feeling like I don't have anything worth giving, worth saying, worth sharing, worth doing, worth being. The Knicks story to me, it really does resonate because, for one, New Yorkers, and I'm not talking about, no offense, transplants, I'm not talking about people that don't really know or understand the culture. They just got a New York friend or they've been here once or twice. I'm talking about people that are thoroughbred New Yorkers. We understand that the movies and the glitz and glam will paint this city as, if you make it here, you'll make it anywhere. In this happy, joyous place. And that is true. If you do make it in New York, you essentially are set for life because you're making it in one of the hardest places to make it. But understand the level of grit that takes. I don't know the exact mileage of New York City, but for how many miles this city is, for us to have over 8 million counted residents, we're not even counting the people that weren't counted in the census. We push through every day. We go for the gold every day. We really try to be a standard of excellence as far as who we are and what we present to the world on a global stage, whether you talk about entertainment, whether you talk about hospitality and restaurants, whether you talk about media, music, movies, TV shows, fashion, anything. New York is always trying to top itself. And we just seen the Knicks do it after 53 years. Damn near every game was a comeback game. Just when people thought it was over, they reminded you that we don't give up, that we keep fighting, that we keep going, that we look beyond what is into what we know shall be. Champions adjust. I'm just going to reiterate that last message, and I didn't put it out, but I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put this one out first simply because I need to start just putting things out there and just letting God be God and telling myself that when I put so much pressure on it having to go a certain way, that's when I don't take action. But it's more about, you've been doing the work, just allow things to unfold beautifully and stop trying to always create the narrative and always make sure that things go in this way and that way when your only job is to show up and to show up 100% consistently every time. Not show up 1,000% at this moment and then stop. Not show up 1,000% at that moment and then stop. But to just give yourself a chance by giving yourself that 100% every time. And when you give yourself 100% every time, You don't know where life will take you. You don't know what opportunities and doors will open up. You don't know who's been advocating for you in the background. Your only job is literally to show up 100%. And the more I understand that now, from where I stand, I'm at a point in place where I just want to be clear that my job, my role, my purpose on this earth is to always show up 100% for myself. And not in a selfish way, because I still am going to show up for those that deserve it and need it. But I definitely have to start showing up for myself in ways that I haven't been giving myself the opportunity to, because I'm so focused on the end goal that I lose sight of the present and what's happening right now. What's happening right now is that I'm still here. God still got me. I still have options. Nothing is ended. Nothing is impossible. And nothing is too hard as long as I believe. And that's the thing. As long as I believe, as long as I trust, as long as I have faith, the world is my oyster and your oyster too. So I know this voice note kind of started out a little sad, a little defeatist, a little uncharacteristic of myself. But I understand that transparency is a superpower of mine. And it's okay to go through as long as you don't let that define you. And I'm human, so I just want to be clear that I do go through things and I do struggle and I do have stress, but I do also trust God. So I know that despite what I'm going through, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things are on the horizon. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this message, and hopefully something that I shared today resonated with you. And I pray that anything that's been on your heart, that you're looking for God to transform in your life, that you recognize you're already on the path. The championship game is revving up. There's so many wins to still win, but just understand that resiliency is really what's going to carry you to the finish line. Despite skill, talent, all that jazz, if you don't stay committed to the path, that's when you lose. Truly. Stay committed to the path. Stay committed to yourself. Stay committed to what you know your greatness is. And watch everything unfold just as it should. But anyways, it's your girl Taisha P. Signing out. Later, y'all.